Hi Cancers, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. So all my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females. This is going to be your weekly for the second week of April, I believe. Yeah, 12th to the 18th. And we also have the new moon in Aries this week. And before we get started, I'd like to thank Keen for sponsoring this video. Keen offers personalized readings for those seeking questions or needing some clarity in certain areas of your life, such as love and relationships, career, work, finances, dream interpretations. You just need some spiritual or life advice, you name it, they got you covered. Keen is an affordable way to meet new readers, and when you sign up, it's super easy and simple. You just fill out a brief questionnaire and it'll then pair you with a list of recommended psychics based on your specific needs. And I had a reading with Nikki who was so amazing. If anything, it felt more like a conversation with a friend or just someone who really cares about you. He was immediately tapped into my situation and just my overall energy and gave me such simple but eye-opening advice and information. He pretty much played out everything for me and even gave me examples to better illustrate what he meant. It was just so crazy, and everything he said was just so on point without me really having to explain or go into detail about anything. It gave me so much comfort, reassurance, made me feel like I really made the right decisions. It's like he knew what I was just thinking and feeling, and which just made me feel so comfortable and so understood and seen. So I really just trusted his energy, and his advice was just so on point. So I really felt good about my decisions, and he even made me so excited about what's to come as well. So I will definitely be going back to him in the future. It was just a really great reading overall. I got a lot from it, and it was really eye-opening.
Variety of different types of readers, mediums, psychics. You'll see different ratings and reviews about them, so you can really choose the one you feel is most fit for you. And it's awesome because the readers are available 24/7, so there's always someone online. It's really easy to schedule a reading, and the sign-up process is also really simple. You can sign in once you have your sign-up or register. All you need is an email, you create a password, and you're ready to go. And if you're new to Keen, your first 5 minutes with any reader is $5 with my link below. And once you're a user, Keen will send you unique discounts each week. This makes getting regular readings super affordable. So it's a really awesome way to get any questions that you have answered in a matter of seconds.
So be sure to check them out and use my link below to get your first 5 minutes for only $5. Try keen.com/Nicloves, and thank you so much once again to Keen. Okay, so we're going to be covering a little bit of health, career, work, finances, and love, so I hope you will find these helpful. And I will have a link to the extended reading below in the description box, so after you're done watching, if you want to continue, you can click that below. And of course, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. Alright, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so Cancers, I feel like here that there's gonna for sure be some kind of change, some kind of rebirth going on in your life, whether it's internally, externally, or maybe somewhere in your environment or people around you. There's gonna be some kind of change. Either the way you think and feel about yourself or someone around you. There's going to be some kind of transformation, some kind of rebirth, like some kind of new beginning or something new that happens, or a new feeling for you. I'm seeing that the number 5 may be an important number for you, and as you know, 5 is all about expression, but also changes. Sometimes you need to take a step back to kind of get at the bigger picture, because there could be, changes are uncomfortable and sometimes can bring a little bit of conflict. But I think if you kind of just know that it's for the better and see it as something positive than rather negative, it'll be easier to kind of smooth things out and just go through it. Okay. When it comes to your health, I feel like actually your health is doing pretty good. You may have found a really good routine that works for you, and you actually may be the one giving tips or tricks to other people. You may be the one suggesting vitamins or suggesting some kind of health routine or suggesting a doctor or something to someone else. Because maybe they're still really confused, or you've been where they're at, or you've suffered something that they have gone through, and so you can kind of give them the tools and the steps to kind of get through it. So I see that actually you're going to be helping someone else, or maybe you're training someone else, or you're inspiring someone to start a diet, start a cleanse, or start a workout routine, something of that sort. Because I feel like you have accumulated some good amount of knowledge, or you've reached a certain point where maybe you're happy with, or whatever you're doing is working for you, and you want to share it, or you want to give back and help someone else around you. Like, let's say you lost 10 pounds or something, and your buddy or your good friend is trying to lose 10 pounds. You're like, oh, well, this is what I did. Maybe you could do something similar. Or, like, these are some tricks, these are some tips that I did, and that can help inspire them. So you may be of assistance or helping someone else this week when it comes to something in regards to health, fitness, diet, anything like that. Okay. And you could also be like, maybe you're making food for someone. Like, maybe you're gonna make something and you give it to a friend, or you're baking cookies, I don't know, or you're sharing a recipe with someone. Like, I could see you maybe cooking food for others or making food with others, like sharing, giving back something, or giving something to someone, maybe a food recipe book or something, or anything like that. Okay. When it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, I feel like you're taking a mental break, and you're kind of taking your time with making a decision, or taking your time on deciding which step to take or what to do moving forward. Like, I feel like you're not really rushing into anything this week. You're not really, I don't think you have anything really important or anything really of big significance that you need to get done this week. And if there are, I feel like it's not anything that's going to take too much of like your mental space, or be too much of a headache or too much of a pain. I feel like you're kind of taking it easy this week. You're taking your time with things. You're not rushing anything, and you're more so kind of just playing it by ear, and kind of sleeping on it. Like, let's say there's something, an idea you have in mind. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna wait on it, sleep on it a few nights, and see how I feel about it. I feel like things are kind of calm, and you're not really needing to do that much. You're kind of just chilling. Maybe you had just gotten paid, or you're sitting on, some money, and you're waiting for the right opportunity, or for when you want to use it for whatever you're doing. I don't see any big movement or any big changes with your work or your finances. But this doesn't particularly have to be anything bad or good. I just feel like you're kind of just chilling, you're resting. Maybe some of you are on vacay, maybe you're taking a break, maybe you're not really working this week, or you have a spring break or something, but I just see you not really doing that much. You're not really working as hard. You're kind of just relaxing a little bit, or not having to work as hard, possibly. When it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, some of you, as far as a person you could be dealing with, I feel like could be a Scorpio, if not also a younger fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I feel like for you guys, Cancer, that there's a lot of abundance and blessings that are surrounding you, and a lot of good things that are coming into your life. And maybe you've already been experiencing like a lot of good karma that's coming back for you, good luck. You have maybe people, places, things that really care about you, or your environment's nice. You seem to be, work is consistent, or school is consistent. I feel like things are going well for you. Maybe it's not perfect, because no one's life is perfect, but I think like in this external reality, you're manifesting a lot of good things, but internally, I feel like you're not feeling as emotionally fulfilled. You may be feeling kind of like bored or unsatisfied, or like something's missing. Maybe you're like, I kind of wish I had a relationship, or kind of wish I was with someone, or maybe you do get attention, right, from a lot of different people, but you're like, I don't want those people. I want who I want, and so like, even when other people try to shoot their shot at you, it like, you're just like, oh, okay, like ding, ding, ding. Like, it doesn't do anything for you, because maybe you have one person in mind, and that's the only person you have eyes for. Or maybe you just don't like anyone right now, and you're like, I'm just waiting till I kind of feel those feelings for someone. But for many of you, I think you do have one person in mind that you wish to connect with, and that you do have feelings for, but maybe that person, there's something going on there between the two of you, where you're not feeling as like connected with them as you would like to, or as you guys used to be. And you may be having a lot of suspicions. Maybe you think, oh, maybe something's up with them, are they seeing someone else now? Or, they've been spending time with someone else. They haven't been calling or texting me as much. Or you feel like the energy shift. Something has kind of changed maybe with the dynamic between the two of you. And so you may be feeling a little bit suspicious, maybe jealous, thinking that they're with someone else. But I actually don't feel like that is the case at all. But of course, it's normal for you to kind of assume that. But I actually don't think that's going on with this person. I feel like they're overwhelmed with a lot of things going on in their life. I think they're going through something internally that is emotionally draining, emotionally overwhelming for them. And this could have been something that took them by surprise. Like maybe this is a change in their work, in their finances, or family. Something happened in the family. I do feel like it was something kind of shocking or unexpected, something that they were not prepared for. And, people will handle things differently, and how you would handle something is not how someone else would handle it. And I feel like this person, instead of maybe talking about it with you or coming to you about it, they're kind of just internalizing it, and maybe don't want to express it to you because maybe it's too soon. Maybe they just don't want to, put all that energy onto you. Maybe it's just super personal as well. Some people like to be more private with things that they're going through. And I think you kind of feel that. You feel like a little bit of distance between the two of you, and you wish they would come to you because you do care. You want to hear about everything, whether it's good or bad. Like when you like someone, you like to hear what's their whole routine, their morning routine. Oh, today you had toast? Did you have it with blueberry jelly, or did you have it with apricot jelly? Like little dumb things that you usually wouldn't care about. Like when you like someone, you want to hear about all that stuff, right? It's just like, you're just like, oh, wow, I had that too, and I had it with orange juice. Like, you know what I mean, right, guys? Like when you like someone, like any little thing they talk about, you're just like, oh, that's so cool, or you're excited about it. So those little things that maybe you guys used to talk about or they used to share with you, it's like they're not sharing as much with you, and you can just feel it, right? There's not something you can pinpoint like, oh, they did this to me. It's just like little things that you notice have kind of changed. And I feel like it's because their attention is going into all this that has happened or is going to be happening maybe for them. And it's kind of like throwing off their energy. And so you feel that with your dynamic, your connection with them as well. And I think that you don't like that disconnect. Like if they're going through something, like you want to be there for them, you want to care, you want to show them that you're there for them. But I think they're afraid and don't know how to express that to you, or maybe just don't want to. They don't want to seem weak, or they just don't want to share their problems with you. Like there are a lot of people like that, like don't like to talk about their problems. They just kind of internalize it. And instead, I feel like they're kind of keeping things lighthearted with you. Maybe they're still being kind of flirty with you or sending, giving you compliments and stuff. But I think that kind of upsets you because it's like, well, you didn't talk to me all day and now you're just acting like nothing. Like, like when you get those messages like, well, I didn't hear from you all day. Like, what were you doing? And now you're just like, what do you mean? Like they pretend like there wasn't this huge gap maybe. And I think that kind of irritates you a little bit. But I do feel like this person's interested in you. I think right now they're just kind of at a crossroads where like they don't know if they should talk about something or be more logical or listen to their heart. I feel like they're kind of like in the middle and in limbo a little bit, don't know how to express themselves exactly, are feeling overwhelmed, but don't know if they should express it or not. Like it's kind of complicated with them. And I feel like you don't want to be like imposing, and you don't want to like drill them, but you kind of wish they would just tell you things without you having to ask. And right now I think you're kind of feeling like you're bothering them, No, I feel like everyone hates that feeling, right? You don't like to feel like you're bothering someone, but it almost feels like that. And I think that's why you're like, well, I don't even want to ask them because it feels like I'm just going to be annoying them if I keep asking them. If I would want them to just tell me, just talk to me about things. I don't want to drill you like, what's going on? I feel like something's weird, You don't want to be that person, right? So I do feel like they are interested in you, and things are a little bit shaky in their life. So they could be the one that's going through this kind of rebirth or transformation that we talked about earlier, and that is like affecting you because you're connected with them. But I don't think that it has anything to do with you personally. So don't take it personal if they've been kind of distant. I don't feel like it's anything that you did. It's something going on in their own personal life or within themselves that is kind of out of their control. And because it's out of their control, they're thrown out of the loop and trying to adjust, okay, like what do I do now? How do I go moving forward? Okay, so we're going to dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy's at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action and move will be towards you, and then also your advice. So in there, we'll kind of try to see maybe what's going on with them, or what it could possibly be. Okay, all right, so Cancers, hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Thank you so much for being here, and I wish you guys all the best. Take care. Bye.